Alright guys, so we're going to episode 2 of my F1 2016 career mode, this time obviously at the Bahrain Grand Prix in the Manor on Ultimate AI difficulty. Please guys be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more ways to connect to the channel. It really helps the channel if you can subscribe to the channel, and just trying to try and compile as many career mode episodes as possible for you guys. So as you can see, we actually fitted a new part to the car for this weekend, and it's chassis weight, so that should help with the aerodynamics of the car. And you can see that's been installed successfully on for the car this weekend at Bahrain. So hopefully the car should have improved over from last weekend. And yeah, we see the progress we've made in terms of up the spectrum, and that's pretty much everything you need to see for this to start the episode. And yeah, but we're actually discovering some things that we haven't actually seen before, so like the trophy things. But here we go. For practice, we're gonna go straight into practice. Now, if you would like to skip practice, because I know a lot of people have seen a lot of it, there will be a duration which you can skip to off the screen about now. And yeah, click on and just skip to that part, and then you'll be able to see qualifying and the race, which are far more interesting than this. So here we go for practice.
Welcome to the deserts of Bahrain, where the Formula One circus has rolled into town. We're expecting the cars to appear out on track shortly to start today's practice session. Now then, Anthony Davidson, there's been a lot of talk over the last few weeks about track limits. How much is too much when you're cutting corners and running wide? What are your thoughts on this? And do you think we'll be seeing drivers pushing those limits this weekend?
Well, I'd be disappointed if we didn't, frankly. If race control want to clamp down on drivers wandering off the track, then it's up to them to police it. As a driver, you're being paid to get your car around the circuit as quickly as possible, don't forget. So if you're not pushing those limits, if you're ignoring the advantageous line, then you're not doing your job properly. Now, I agree that, we have these white lines there for a reason, and we do want to see those limits enforced, but for me, it's not a driver's responsibility to do that.
So let's get into the sort of the first big task we need to do for the team. Try acclimatization again for Bahrain once again, like we had in Australia, and we can see so our first second lap here. It's very easy to do the track acclimatization. It's not that difficult to do at all, and we did quite well. I think better than we did actually in Australia. So that shows an improvement in the car in terms of handling. And so far was so good. It's not about trying to achieve the actual lap time. You just want to try and just hit the gates as well as you can. It doesn't matter about lap time too much. I think it's quite a good thing for this task to do by the team. And we did actually have 400 there, so not too bad. Only 45 off our purple score in this not a brilliant car indeed. Yeah, we've got a bit of traffic coming up here for Raikkonen. To be honest, this weekend was going quite well. It wasn't too bad. We were much closer. The actual upgrades did actually bring us closer to like Renault and Sauber. But to be honest, I think we're still quite a long way off, even at this stage of the season, which is fair enough, And we'll try and see later on if we can actually put on some new parts in the car. Because on our last lap we are going still purple. We're a little bit off track there, sorry for that, guys. Just a little bit of understeer in the car, and we really didn't gain anything from that anyway, so it's not really much of a fuss. But here we go for the last couple of corners now. We should be able to pass this okay. We won't be in the purple, which is fine for this car. I'm going to come across the line pass it very well actually. We're past the test, so 400 out of 495, so that's pretty good. And coming on to practice, later on in practice, we're doing a tyre wear program. And I was trying to type it out, and to be honest, it was not easy. I mean, for some reason, like you have to say on the actual AI's racing line to do this test, and I couldn't do that because I was taking different lines to the AI. So what I might do is I might turn the racing line on for this, because I know we need the upgrades and the actual points to get those upgrades onto the car. So what I might do is I might turn on the racing line for this, so we can keep to the racing line. Hopefully we'll be able to pass these tests in the future, and I'll just turn it back off again for the rest of practice and like that, because here we can see we're not actually doing very well. We are going hard, trying to go faster than our actual target score. We can get our target score, but unfortunately the tyre wear we just failed on tyre wear. So I might try and turn the line on for this session only, and then turn it back off again for the rest. So yeah, at this point I just gave up pretty much. Now coming on, that was pretty much the results of practice 1, and we were last, but we're within shooting distance of Johnny and Palmer and our teammate Bearline. But that wasn't really the better sessions really. Just trying to discover, trying to do the tasks as much as we can, and as long as we could do that, that was all that really matters to us. But here we get the points here. We have 305 at the moment, and we should get around about the I think it was, yeah, 365. So we're just trying to save the points up as much as we can, get those decent upgrades that we want, and then into practice 2 right now, and just doing a bit of running here. A lot of people, actually, a lot of the AI were doing their qualifying simulations at this time, which is fair enough because this is actually the time in which we'll be doing qualifying, so this sort of time of the day. But I decided to just do a little bit of I just did some soft running really to try and get lap time in, try and see what I could do on this track in this car. And overall, the feeling of the car was pretty nice. It was quite nice to drive. It just wasn't quick, to be honest. That was the only problem. And a lot of the AI were going on super soft, so do the quality sim. So here we're actually up on our previous time. We were 36.2, so we're up and we're looking up a lot. This double left-hander is a very tough left-hander. I can't not get it right in this game. I mean, 2015 was pretty bad. This game is even worse for that. And third gear, we're still up on our time. We do lose it a little bit in this last sector. We didn't actually have the best of the last sectors. But this is all about what the race is about. We're just trying to find where we can push the car, where we can find the speed. And last corner right now, down the third gear, hit the apex, and a little bit on the curb there. And actually, that threw us off a little bit, but not too bad. And we should actually improve on this. What did we do? A 36.1, so not too bad actually. A 2/10 improvement, and that was practice 2. That's the end practice 2. That's the results, and yeah, we're not too bad compared to yeah, we're a little bit off pace, but not too bad actually otherwise. And still a lot of work to do going into practice 3 and qualifying. And I'm sure we can actually do a quite good result there. That's pretty much the standings. Stayed on top, but now going on to practice 3 now, and we're doing qualifying simulation. And I found when in my first lap, I was actually up on this, and this is quite a struggle to be honest, because this car was not performing very well. But we actually beat our first time on our first lap, and we beat that, which is actually good. We have good reward points. And then second lap, I just absolutely coming across the line for the second lap now, and we lost so much time. I don't know what it was. Tyre just gave up on me. It's like within one lap, tyres are gone. So I think as a characteristic of this car, tyres do go off very quickly. The super soft on this track does go off quite a lot. So we're struggling with that. Just overall very difficult to drive. To be honest, this track on super soft tyres, but we'll get some decent points here. I'm sure over the season we'll improve. But we did actually pass this. Okay, we didn't get the amount of points we wanted out of it, but we did pass it. And I see it's completed, so we didn't do too bad on that at all. And in Australia we couldn't do that test, so yeah, pretty reasonable, and I'm pretty happy with that in terms of being able to complete that in this on this racetrack. So. Not too bad at all, and now qualifying we should be looking good. We haven't really ran a super soft tyre yet, so it'd be interesting to see what times we can actually do in qualifying. But our sense is very close, to be honest. I don't know how close we're going to be to our teammate. I think in Australia we're quite a long way back compared to our teammate, so hopefully we might be able to close the gap a little bit at this track. And we're doing a time session right now, and we are 14th, so actually very good. Obviously, a lot of people didn't actually do super soft running, but we did a different strategy compared to the AI on the previous day. Their line was down there on 35, 35.8, I think 35. Yeah, 35.8 in a small display, but so not too bad. Now going into qualifying, we should be looking good. So here's some resource points as well to add to the tally that we've already got. And we should be in the 400s now, and we are 447. So pretty good resource points, and let's listen to our agent.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
So that's our goals, qualifying, to finish 20th or higher, or actually and beat our teammates. So they're not too bad of goals, and that's possible. And we see actually we are losing the rivalry, and we're not far away from equipping some downforce. I think we need that on the car, so we might equip that once we actually get some more resource points on the car. That'll be the first thing we do, improving the car, because the car is very unnecessary still. So a bit of downforce on the car for the next race to China. That's what we're trying to aim for to do, and put that on the car maybe after qualifying or something like that if we have enough points then. So here we go for qualifying. Let's hope for a good one, and let's try and get, let's try and achieve that target. We should be able to do that. Here we go for qualifying.
The cars are ready, the drivers are ready. We hope you're ready as qualifying is about to begin here in Bahrain. This has been an exciting track in times gone by, and typically it entertains the moment the lights go out.
It's the scene of many incidents as drivers jostle for position. You have to make a choice between going for it and self-preservation. There's no point in going in hot if you don't come out intact the other side. Even if you're at the front, you will be worrying about the guys behind you.
Here we go in qualifying. This is actually our first lap in qualifying that we did. Actually, yeah, it is our first lap in qualifying, and we were a little bit off the pace. Also, though we were still only 6 soft tyres, it actually took me a long time to get up to good for these super softs. So as you know, we did actually do some running. We did do running in practice too. We did qualifying simulation in practice 3 actually. So I lie. We have run the tyre on this track before, and quickest climb we did a 34. Yeah, not too bad, 34.3. That's not bad actually from where we were at the beginning of the weekend. And here on our second lap, we were really up. I mean, we were really up. We were catching a Renault who's actually on a out lap. So, sorry for that guys, we're catching Palmer right now, and it's really putting us off our lap, to be honest. But we're on an improving lap time on a fresh set, and we look pretty good actually on our delta. We actually are really up, so we should be able to. At the moment, we should be in trying to pressurize me to try and beat our teammate. And it's actually Palmer now, trying to get that extra bit of speed. Why not? We need it. You're going to go into the last sort of sector now, and we're just trying to push as much as we can with what we've got, and looking good so far actually. This lap's looking pretty decent. It should be a low 34 if we can hang on a little bit more. Down the third gear here. Can we hit the apex? Well, no, we don't. We got to the apex and up and shift up a little quickly, and we're still up a little bit, but it's not brilliant. And being honest, it's not the best. And our last corner is all about the exit here. Down the third gear, hit it nicely. Bit on the curb though. That's actually throws off again, and that's going to be losing us a lot of time here. And now we have 34 live. This is an improvement, but it's still not higher than 20 seconds, and that's really upsetting. That could have been much better from there, and we could have been much higher up. And I think I'm just going to call it a day now. Call the session off now. Just retire the car. Then 2 runs and 2 sets of super soft tyres. We're just going to retire from the race, from the qualifying position right now, and that will put us down in 22nd place, which isn't brilliant. So much higher, but look at that, we're actually quite close to our teammate. He's only a 10th faster than us, so we knew that the 10th was there. Hadn't we hooked the lap up, we probably would have been a 10th faster or so of that, and we probably would have been like P20. So improvements are coming, we're getting there. So you know, we're not far off. I mean, at least we're not too far off our teammate. We have improved a lot over since Australia, and Rosberg actually is on pole position ahead of Ricardo, Raikkonen, and Hamilton. So that is the grid order. Well, not grid order actually. Well, they've got like Q2 and Q3 to do. So here's a rivalry update. We are losing by a long way now, and we're expectations of the team. We've got juiced. But the thing is, main here. I mean, it's all right beating our teammate as a rival. I don't think we can, but you know, as long as we actually try and exceed or actually meet the targets, that's all we care about.
Hello. I just wanted to pass on the team's expectations for this race. Good luck.
So they are our targets for the race. So they should be achievable, because they are not pretty good on the first lap, so we should be able to achieve that straight away. And we're going to actually we'll have enough to correct some downforce, so we're going to put that on the car. I think that'll be worthwhile. Just trying to see what would gain us more. I think the downforce will gain us a little bit more than anything else. So we're going to equip that for the next race, put that on for China. Good track to actually have it on, because China, even though it's a straight line speed track, it does require a lot of grip. So here we go for the race. Let's hope for a good one at the Bahrain Grand Prix.
There's something in the Bahrain air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the sand. Our brightest minds have thrust their brightest ideas into the spotlight of the Sakhir circuit this evening as we look ahead once more to a Grand Prix that has thrilled us so consistently in the past. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and 2 DRS zones will help with that as well. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. Bahrain has showed us many times in the past, though, Anthony Davidson, that a good strategy will only take you so far. Beyond that, you need good racecraft and you need good consistency.
And a little bit of luck too, I'd say. This is one of those circuits where the safety car always seems to come out just at the right time to condense the field together and mix up the cars on different strategies. It's hard on brakes, it's tough on fuel, and the main overtaking opportunity is down into turn 1, where it's easy to outbrake your opponent and potentially have a bit of argy-bargy as well.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean. We want to come out in one piece. Good luck.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Rosberg, Ricciardo, Kimi Raikkonen and Massa, Bottas, Verstappen, Kvyat and Fernando Alonso, Grosjean, Perez, Carlos Sainz and Hulkenberg, Button, Gutierrez, Jolyon Palmer and Kevin Magnussen, Ericsson and Wehrlein, Felipe Nasser and a Manor rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Bahrain Grand Prix. Us in the back of the field. We're just going for our formation lap. I'm just going to skip it, basically just fast forward it. I don't want, guys, you've seen enough of it from other YouTubers, and it's not really fair on you guys to see it all over again, see the whole sort of 2.5 minute formation lap which you don't need to see. It's all about just warming up the tyres, checking the brake temperature, and just trying to do what we can to try and get the temperatures up to temperature. And I'll tie the temperature and fly on up. But yeah, pretty much just trying to do that. And we're going to try to hold up the leaders because that's what we're going to try and do. Get their tyres to be colder. I don't know if that actually happens in this game. I don't know if it works that way in terms of getting the AI's tyres to go colder. Fair. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you know, we'll try it anyway. We've got them to lose here. I'm going to park it at the start for the grid. And here we go, we're going to go revving for 5 red lights here. We're going to hold the clutch in. Here we go for 5 red lights for the Bahrain Grand Prix. We are lights out and away we go. A little bit of a delay start, but not too bad actually. And we've got a pretty good start here. Wehrlein's been bobbed down, so is the 2 Saubers. And we're going to be trying to go into turn 1. We're going to try and dive up the inside. We know how the AI are. Go up the inside now into turn 1. Down second gear, be very cautious, and we're on the curb, making a little bit of contact with the Force India, but we're into P11 right now, right behind Perez, who's got Verstappen in front of him, and Kvyat, who are fighting away, which is unusual to see. And here we're going to go up the inside of this corner, possibly, if they break early enough. We're going to go up the inside, and it's a very risky move, but we have to take the risk whilst we have them, and that's us in P8. Pretty good start, indeed, and there's a pretty good, decent start. Yeah, I say to myself, we're behind the Massa, and I think it's Bottas in front of him, his own teammate. So they're doing very well, but losing the back end here on the early part of the race on high fuel. We're closing in on Massa. Can we try and get past him in the next couple of corners? I wonder if this man has got anything to go by. Here we go, and we break really late up the inside. Oh my god, he's on the medium as well, and we get the move done. That was very Kobayashi-esque, if I say so myself. And that is P7, a very good start to the race, but I just sense Kvyat is coming. He's on a super tyre, and he's been way faster than us in that Toro Rosso, so we're going to hold him up as much as we can, losing the rear end like literally the rear was all over the place on these tough tyres. And you see Kvyat right behind us. We actually make a mistake here, going very wide. He could have got through pretty easily. And that's down to P8 once again. But in the points, who would have thought? Manor in the points, and that's good for the rest of the season. I mean, we may not be able to stay here in the race, but we're in the points. That's good. We're fighting in the points, and that's all that really matters at this stage of the season. We're in the points. We're maybe in future races be able to compete more in the points, and maybe score some points in the season, because we're here right now, you know, fighting away for points. You know, it was short race, probably be able to fight on a little bit harder, but you know, we're doing very well right now. We've got Perez behind us now. He's got past Massa, who's also on the medium tyres himself. So we're right behind Kvyat now, and he's not really getting away. But I just sense that Perez will be fast, and here he comes. He's right there with us. So we're going to try and go wheel to wheel with Perez. He's got the surround speed. I'm going to go up the inside right now, down the second gear, and we'll look up a little bit, but we'll keep hold of P8 for now, and that is very good. And I come down to the end of lap 2, and he's still there with us, and here he comes. He'll have, don't know about DRS, no, he won't have it yet. He's got the surround speed though. Here he comes to go to our outside. And we're going to, again, defend as hard as we can. Going to go up the inside, and we do make it stick. So doing very well on the same tyres as Perez. So doing very well at the stage of the race in P8. But now looking on to the end of lap 3 now. We've got Grosjean behind us instead of Perez. And he's going to be looking very tasty indeed. Super soft tyres. He's going to go around the outside. We're going to go up the inside, and we're going to defend as hard as we can at this stage. All we can do is park the bus. We cannot do anything different. But Grosjean will have DRS on us. He's going to be flying past us, and I said the whole of the cars will be flying past us right now. Here he comes. All of them come up. Oh my god, 3 wide. Not quite. And then go in the middle of them. Can we make this one stick? Yes, we do. A little bit wide though. Can we make this one stick? We do. So we are still in P8, and this has been great racing at the start of the race for the Bahrain Grand Prix. The Perez is right on us once again. I'm going to try and defend as much as we can. We're going to leave room, we're going to try and go around the outside, let it have the inside, because we know that they are a bit slow on the inside, but still, in P8, how are we doing this at this stage of the race? I do not even know myself, and pretty good so far in P8. Ricardo's up the road as well on the medium tyres. Different strategies from different teams, and that'll be interesting to see how it works out at the end of the Grand Prix. So still in P8, now cutting on to the end of lap 8, and I think someone got past, I can't remember who got past us, but we're now battling with Massa for P9 of the race. We've got Sainz now, he's on the super soft tyres as well. I think he hasn't pitted yet, he's starting those tyres, so he's going to be super quick at the start in this stage of the race, and our tyres are falling away from us, and we decided to pit in at lap 8 here, and we're going to come into pits. These super soft, these soft tyres are completely off the cliff. And here we come for our first pit stop of the race. I slow down nicely. Yeah, nicely done actually. A pretty good slow down there. I'm going to cut into our pit box and see what time we do. Sainz is behind us, so he could jump us if we don't get a stop. So Manor, please do our thing. Let's try and get a nice stop. And no, we're getting held up by Sainz, so he actually had a better stop than us. We're on the medium tyres. At this stage of the race, I was trying to think, can we go one stop? And the thing is, to be fair, it was out of the question. Should have changed my strategy, should have listened to the team. But we're down in 16th place now, where we should actually be. A lot of people got past us in the stops because our car is not good. And hadn't this been a 25% race, maybe it would have been different. But there you go, we're right behind Sainz now. We're trying to see if we can get past him, maybe in the next couple of corners. But I don't think we've got the actual grip, to be honest. He's on the soft tyres and on the medium, so we'll try our best. The tyre, I think the AI seemed to get the struggle to get the tyre temperature, but yeah, I think he's got this under control, to be honest. I can't seem to reel him in. I might try and go for a cheeky dive bomb here. Let's try and see if we can go for it, but no, the AI don't really get scared of a track that easily. So we're in P16. It's not too bad. I mean, obviously it's not points, but you know, it's still pretty good for this stage of the season. We're right where we normally are, you know, in terms of what we were in Australia, and we're doing quite well for now. And yeah, not too bad. Lap 9 of 29, and cutting on to around about the lap 12 mark, and we're still in 16th place. Velan has hit the pit yet, and we've been catching him up a little bit. So he's going to come into the pits, and we're going to see that he has come. I think, yeah, he's coming in now. Yeah, teammates in the pit. So yeah, not too bad. We're into 15th place now, and that's actually a position higher than we were in Australia. So it just shows we've made progress, we're getting there, and it's coming actually now in 14th place, so pretty good from us in the Manor, and yeah, this has just been so difficult, this race so far, and let's try and see if we can continue this form throughout the whole race. Now I'm going to cut on to later on in this race, lap 22, and nothing really much happened last stint. It was very slow, we didn't have much going on here. We're going to come in for, I think we're going to go in for our, we'll kind of probably just try and do what we can, switch his tyres out. Actually, we did actually pit again for some soft tyres for the end of the race. I think we was like a lap earlier, so don't mind me. I didn't show you that bit, but yeah, pretty much just trying to switch out those tyres as much as we can. Nothing much really happened in this stint. It's just trying to keep it on the track. And it's not the thing with this Manor mode. It's not much. The more of the action is actually in the first half of the race. And after that, it all dies off. Everyone makes a pit stop, it all dies off, and we're down where we normally should be. So that's all it really was this day of the race. It wasn't that interesting, to be honest. Gutierrez actually is behind us, so we're doing quite well in 17th. And we know at this stage our teammate is hit to make another stop, so he's got to come into the pit. So we should be in 16th place, fine for 16th place, which actually is a good position once again, like we were in Australia. It's good to be there, and you know, on Ultimate AI, it's difficult, and we can see teammate is actually in the pits. But he's going to be fast. So I'm guessing he'll be on super soft tyres, so he's going to be mega quick at the end of the race, and we'll be catching us a complete hawk, hopefully. And we'll be able to have a little teammate drill in the desert. But no, he's gone on top of the tyres, and we should be in 16th. So we're in 16th place, which is good for us. And yeah, it's brilliant. It's where we really are right now. We're not anything higher than that, so we're doing quite well at this stage of the race. Just trying to creep open and try and go faster and faster and faster as we can. And coming up to 27, and fair, Velan has not caught us up, which is strange. So I'm surprised. We're getting blue flags. We're struggling with our tyres. I decided to just not worry about too much. I just decided to, you know what, just let the guys go, don't worry about the pace. Verline wasn't really catching us at all, which was surprising. And we just, you know, just drove our own race at the end. There was no point in me trying to push the car any harder because we weren't really catching anyone else. And it was all like just trying to get to the end of the race in this position, which is really what really matters to us. You know, 16th right now is probably where we are in terms of the running. But I'm assuming with more upgrades and the more we try and, you know, get faster and faster in the game, different tracks as well, different tracks will help us as well, because Bahrain's a very tricky track, it's a very tricky track indeed, so yeah, I'm sure as we get faster and faster, will be right up there, probably mixing up for some points paying positions by the end of the season. So not being too bad here. Currently on to lap 28 now, and we're doing very well and keeping it all together. And we should be on for 16th place here. And no, actually no, 15th actually. I think Palmer actually yeah, that's right. Palmer slowed down with an issue, and we actually managed to get past him. I was telling the engine to shut up as well, because he just keep telling me at this last stage of the race, oh, trying to change your strategy. Oh, yeah. I was like, he said it like 5 times throughout the race, oh, trying to change your strategy, the thing is might be about cool. I was like, no. And I just got to him and I'm like, shut up, Jeff. And then here we go, a little bit of oversteer there, but here we come. We should be, yeah, Rosberg wins the race, and we should be the last corner here. We should be coming in for P15, which is a very good result. You know, we're very lucky with Palmer retiring, and we've got actually 2 Manors, both us and Wehrlein, 15 and 16. That's a good result for us, and here we come across the line for 15th place in the desert. I'm pretty happy with that result indeed.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today.
So there you go, guys. There's the results of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Rosberg wins the race, Ricardo, Vettel, Perez. Actually, a really good drive from Perez. We're in 15 and 16, which is a good result for us for Manor. We're ahead of a lot of our rivals, Nasser, Magnussen, Gutierrez, Palmer, Alonso. You know, we're ahead of all of our rivals, actually, and that's very good from us to be where we are at this stage of the season. I think we're just getting better and better every single race. There are the drivers. There's not really much to see here. We're going to be down to 18, which is pretty much usual because a lot of people probably got in front of us. So not too bad there. And let's look at the Constructors' Championship, and we are still 10th, so pretty reasonable from us. We're beating Renault, which is where we are, and yeah, it's a really good result here, Bahrain, and just doing really well. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe for more content on the channel, as I said. Just keep pumping in to support on this because I'm sure I'll try and give out as much as I can. And here we should be beating the team objectives. We're back to where we normally are actually. Yep, actually we're exceeding limits. So guys, that's been this episode of Career Mode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, as I said. And yeah guys, I hope to see you for the Chinese Grand Prix for round 3 of this Manor Career Mode. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye guys.